Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran. In today's video, we'll be talking about some of the updates that have happened with the game recently, as well as some of the more exciting future possibilities for future of World of Warcraft, be it a brand new patch or a brand new expansion, but something that we can look forward to when it comes to BlizzCon announcements. First of all, I am running on my hunter for the footage for this video for one of the essences. I am getting it to a rank 3 for, I feel like, a second or third or fourth time in a row. So with the essence system that Battle for Azeroth introduced in patch 8.2, it gave a lot of classes an opportunity for extra active abilities and passives to help bolster and fill out some parts of the playstyle that might be missing. Overall, the essence system has been good, and a lot of people say that it's actually quite great when it comes to building up these essences. But these essences only get stronger with a higher rank, and to get higher rank, that means a lot of time commitment into those characters in order to even get them up and running. So one of the things that the community has been asking for a while is some sort of a catch-up mechanism for Battle for Azeroth essences, and I feel like I haven't really talked much about it, but I do agree with everybody. The essence system does need some sort of a catch-up element for my ults to be viable. It simply isn't fun to farm out some of the more must-have, best-in-slot essences that could have the longest grinds. But one of these essences with one of the longer grinds has recently been nerfed. If you're someone who's been trying to get Blood of the Enemy rank 3, where you have to get a boatload of honor from Battlegrounds, Blizzard recently nerfed the amount of honor you could gain through certain parts of BGs, primarily for epic Battlegrounds and the quests in those epic BGs. The quests in epic Battlegrounds no longer work towards your Blood of the Enemy rank 3, but now Blizzard decided to tone down the amount of honor needed for rank 3. This is really good news because you only need 30,000 honor from Battlegrounds. So a lot of you guys that have been farming honor from Battlegrounds might already actually have this essence. You gotta check your character, check your necklace, and if anything, go to the PvP zone for Alliance and Horde and buy the rank 3 Blood of the Enemy with PvP currency. So this is actually quite good news, but this isn't exactly what a lot of people wanted. If Blizzard were to add some sort of a catch-up mechanism, maybe like something account bound, let's say one of your characters have earned a certain essence, every other character now has that same essence at the same rank. So for example, let's say if you've gotten rank 3 of an essence for PvP or from raids or from dungeons, all your other characters unlock maybe a rank 3, maybe a rank 2, any form of that essence. Even a rank 2 I feel like would be super helpful to pick up your ults and play, because the amount of requirement for a character to be fully functional and viable in Battle for Azeroth patch 8.2.5 right now is still a little bit too steep. They basically created a system where gear doesn't even matter that much. Well, gear does matter to an extent, but this essence system can increase your damage more, far more than any piece of gear single-handedly can. Just upgrading your necklace and getting certain of these essences can be a huge increase in output, or how much damage you take if you're a tank, or how much healing you could provide as a healer in a party or a raid. So hopefully we will see something along those lines sometime in the future. Now for the big news, are we going to be getting a brand new expansion or a brand new patch for World of Warcraft? This is something that I've been mulling over, and I decided to land on the side of, I'm pretty sure that at least seems like that Blizzard is trying to almost try to get through Battle for Azeroth as soon as possible. The reason I decided that maybe we are to expect this BlizzCon a brand new expansion reveal and maybe a short-lived end to Battle for Azeroth is because of how fast they're trying to end the Sylvanas story. The whole war campaign has ended. The war between Alliance and Horde is over. It has been one of the more focal points of Battle for Azeroth. And yes, they're replacing the bad guy of Alliance and Horde instead of those two factions joining together to fight Azeroth, but still, it felt to me and gave me those same vibes of, it feels like they're just trying to get us onto the next expansion, onto the next experience, just onto the next chapter of the game. Well, recently on Wowhead, it has been confirmed a patch sniffer did detect changes to World of Warcraft future patch. It is called patch 8.3.0.32044. Last time we had a vendor build, or at least a patch sniffer detecting, hey, there's some big change waiting to come out that's currently encrypted that cannot be viewed by Wowhead or any other websites that can see this kind of information, and eventually that info makes it into PTR. So last time the patch 8.2 arrived as an encrypted build, it happened on April the 4th. But then, only a few days after, on April 11th, that first patch was available on PTR. So with this being released on October the 2nd, it might just be mere few weeks before we see anything to maybe come out on PTR that has to do with patch 8.3. Although I feel like that is very unlikely. I don't think Blizzard would start spoiling all the patch 8.3 stuff. Maybe they'll have a couple spoilers, a couple screenshots, or a couple things that allows the community to kind of group together and try to decode the secret messages to figure out what could this mean, what could the numbers, what could this new screenshots mean. But it wouldn't make sense with BlizzCon being around the corner to release all this stuff before a BlizzCon. Because I mean, talk about knocking your own sails or knocking the wind out of your own sails with this type of move. So I don't think we're going to be seeing anything yet when it comes to Blizzard. But it is still really weird about patch 8.3 being kind of sniffed out this early before BlizzCon. We have a whole month before we see BlizzCon. So it's going to be quite a while. And if it's going to be very similar to how the patch sniffer was able to detect and find more stuff a couple days, maybe like a week and a half after it sniffed out that there is a change in the patches, if we are going to be seeing more stuff about patch 8.3 way before BlizzCon, it is a little bit weird. But what if Blizzard's focus isn't even BFA anymore? What if this is why they're able to put up stuff for patch 8.3, the fact that it's even getting kind of sniffed out from the patch sniffer that, hey, it's going to be arriving. But what if that wouldn't even be the focus of the BlizzCon? What if Blizzard is already past BFA? What if there's going to be even a bigger announcement, so it doesn't really matter to hold BFA on like a, hey, let me hype it up? It's like, yeah, what if BFA is just kind of, it's actually gone? Maybe Blizzard is like, you know what, we've been working for a whole nother expansion for a bit, we don't really care much about BFA, here's another patch. You guys might as well have something to look forward to when it comes to patch 8.3. Yes, we're gonna have more patches, but it's not the important part that will be announced in BlizzCon. What if this is just something to throw out for the community to see, hey, there is gonna be a brand new patch, but then the focus for developers is not gonna be BFA? What if it's going to be a whole nother expansion instead, and 8.3 is going to be more of a wrap-up patch? It might not be as big of a content patch, or it could even be in some cases treated as almost maybe a pre-patch to the real expansion that Blizzard has been working on in the background. I mean, I guess possibilities are endless. It really could go either way. It's most likely going to be the most boring answer or the most predictable answer, but I feel like there's a lot of possibilities with this 8.3 stuff. Because, again, if they really wanted to have it hyped up, why would it be getting sniffed out on PTR? Granted, it could be heavily delayed before it could all be unencrypted. You know, so before Wowhead and MMO Champion and all these other websites can actually start looking at all these new assets, at all this new stuff, what if it's going to be a very, very long time? But to do it a month in advance does seem a little bit weird. Anyway, I'm going to pass off the rest of this video to you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the possibilities of Blizzard announcing either, well, patch 8.3, or do you think it's still a possibility that the patch 8.3 and the end of BFA, it's basically over, and what's important is going to be the brand new expansion that could potentially be announced in this BlizzCon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think that Blizzard is going to be announcing very, very soon? And I'll see all of you guys in another video.